Good morning, folks. Yes, it's a little dull and overcast this morning. It is only 5 AM. I'm here with the newest of my WPLs, the not conflab. What's the word for it? The joint venture between WPL and Pinecone Models. We've taken the what did they call it now? Whiskey buggy, and upgraded the electronics, changed it from a 5-wire servo to a 3-wire servo, given it the same dual stage steering and throttle that you find on the WPL's D12. At the moment it's on normal steering, so let's hit the button and no, I said hit the button, not hit the trigger. I think that's my full walk. I'll try and film this. I'm not that great at filming faster moving vehicles. Not that it's overly fast. Can't even see the darn thing. Keep it off here at the moment and just get it onto the road. And the big drawback with this is, although it's the likes of friction shocks, which have just got springs internal on them, the tyres are nothing more than a rubber cover on a plastic wheel. There is no give whatsoever. Rather like the D12's tyres were, but they're not even as soft as the tyres in the D12. Look, when you take the wheels off, what you're faced with is a commonplace 7mm hex bar that WPL uses for all the 16th, 18th scale wheels. The only drawback is that there is also an adapter on there. Am I on full throttle or not? It's not overly fast. As I was saying, you've got a larger diameter hex adapter put onto that 7mm hex. And as others have noted so far, if you took a standard WPL wheel and put it on the axle, it would effectively bind up. It will hit the hubs. What I have noticed, though, fitting new WPL wheels to it will require a bit of finagling, but if you If you put the WPL wheels on without removing that adapter hex and use the Pinecone screws, it splays the wheels out quite a bit, but it means that in general they won't hit the hubs. Your front steering will hit, I wasn't watching there, will hit the body. You may or may not have seen, zoom right out, only 3 screws to remove each of these. Nice flexible mudguards. They really are like I suppose you could say that they almost have a rubber-like feel to them, but they're not rubber. The problem that you would face is, that's not a maximum steer, is it? There. Because your WPL wheels are bigger, they probably would hit the body here, because the offsets are different. Now, there are quite a few people who have so far basically cut the bodies up, cut these side buckets off, so that it does look more like a true sand buggy. Yes, it does come with the lights already in place. The independent suspension front and rear. It is a torsion bar suspension on the front and a trailing swing arm suspension on the rear with twin full shocks. Lovely detailed looking engine, twin air filters, twin pipe exhaust. Pulleys and fan belt, which are just fake. But strip that down, you could easily give that engine a beautiful looking paint job. Just get the angle right so that it's not glaring. The ESC is in there behind the driver's seat, underneath a clear plastic cover. As you can see that from the bottom of the chassis, your chances of getting dirt in there are going to be extremely slim. When you steer, I don't know if I can do this one-handed, unfortunately. Can I do it one-footed? Not very. You'll notice a little gear. Sorry, it's not in focus, but there's nothing I can do about that. It's too dark. You might just be able to make out the gear lever moving forward and back when you turn the steering. That is full speed. Which for something with, I'm pretty sure it's a 280 motor that's in this. That's not bad at all. It's certainly good for if you have young kids. Whoops, hit a stone. Four-wheel drive, open front diff, locked rear diff, but it doesn't have a great sound. It doesn't have a great ground clearance, and it's pancaked itself into the mud. Yeah, gloop, gloopy, gloopy, gloopy. Your ground clearance is not great on this, so be prepared for it bottoming out and catching on things. As you can see, it is a little on the bouncy side. That's to be expected of spring shocks. I mean, if you compare it to the Tamiya's original FAV or the holiday buggy, you know, the suspension's more or less the same, you know. So if you like the likes of the holiday buggy, the FAV, okay, granted this is a far cheaper platform, it's a fun little buggy this to drive around though. You know. Yes, I suppose you could speed demon it up, but to be honest, for what it is, and it's not a ton of money. I picked up the buggy plus fuel weights from WPL, so I was what, 60, just over 60 pounds, I think it was. For us, the buggy itself, direct from WPL, is £54, $68 I think it is, something like that. Unfortunately, it's a proprietary style battery, which means that you can't use any of WPL's other lithium-ion batteries, or putting a 2S LiPo into it. But what I'll probably do at some point is I will change the connector out for probably be GST, because I've got plenty of GST batteries. It doesn't have the normal style switch. This is a little push button switch rather than a flick to turn off. You just press and hold. When you're turning it on, I will show you what you have to do to get this to bind. Turn on your transmitter so it flashes. Press and hold the button on the car, and the lights are flashing. Oh, it did bind. Initially, what I was having to do to get this to bind is that you would press your steering button and then turn your wheel. Initially, that's what you need to do to get this to bind, because it won't work otherwise. And you think to yourself, what's up? Why is it not working? The front diff's open, the rear diff is locked. So it's like having a solid rear axle. Brakes work well. Yes, I'm really quite pleased with the performance. It's not a speed demon. It is not meant to be. It's meant to be a little fun car to just throw in your backpack and just blast about with, you know. I can understand why I was saying, oh, this is a great little thing. Yes, it is. It's fast enough to be fun, but slow enough that you can roll it on its side. Slow enough that you can drive it one-handed without it being too out of control. Yes, you have a two-stage throttle. There's not a lot of difference between the two stages. So I suppose you could get this to be a little speed demon if you change the motor out for, say, a 380. Yeah, you have to watch which 380 you get though. I learned this from the model boats. The Speed 380 is a nice, fast running little motor. If you put in, say, a 385, well, a 385 is a torque motor. You'd use it for tugs where you're wanting that. A lot of torque, but not a lot of revs. So I think maybe putting might put in a 380 sometime in the future, but at the moment I'm just going to have fun with this little thing. Take the mud guards off, try it with WPL wheels. You know, like what you get on the C14, C54, and just put a set of stock wheels on it, leaving the large hex adapters on. That will space the wheels out and should hopefully prevent binding. I'll try that out later. I'm trying to think if I got 4 wheels that I can do that with. Yes, I do. And I will give them a test and see if they'll work. Right, well, that's all for today, folks. That's WPL's new, well, they just call it a WPL 14. collaboration between themselves and Pinecone. I will probably just peel these stickers off because they aren't opaque enough. They really don't stand out. I was trying testing my C54. I've got a pair of my truck tyres on. That's it, the truck tyres on because they have fuel weights. But I think I really need to recharge a battery. It's not doing overly great. It doesn't have the climbing capability I thought it might do. Or maybe I should only have put one set of wheel weights on, say, the beginning of the... One set of wheel weights on the front, not on the beginning. On the front of the car to keep it down. Right, well, I'm going to head back to the car now. And I will speak to you again later. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Comment if you feel so obliged. And don't forget to hit the bell icon, that way you're notified, hopefully, because Facebook and YouTube doesn't always work. And that will notify you when I next upload a video. So, have a nice day out there, folks. Take care, and I will catch you all again on the next video. Bye for now.